Well, hello, team. I am Jamie Phillips, and I am here to tell you a little bit about me. I am a 19-year teacher this year. I went to Bethune-Cookman for music education, and I was a member of the Marching Wildcats band at Bethune-Cookman. Um, I have played flute since seventh grade, and one of my big things in my career that keeps me going is that I love to provide culturally relevant teaching for students in diverse areas and show that students of all races and creeds can play and can compete. I like to have fun. I'm a mother of three, and I'm also married to a band director, and well, he's an assistant principal now. And I have three kids that are in band, and my oldest is in college at Southern University. We're very proud of him. And my second child is on her way to college at Alabama State University next year, and I'm just very, very proud of both of them. So I'm really excited about talking to you about this job, but I want to show you some of my work, and it's a lot of years worth of work, but I think you'll appreciate it. I also like to do PD for band directors that are new to the field. I have a coaching endorsement in Georgia. I've done a lot of work with mentoring new teachers and teaching, and I do a lot of teacher training online and different things. I've done some work with the National Association for Music Education with doing professional development. I was one of their national CAN teacher leaders for the last 4 years, and the project, we completed it last year. So here we go.
Around my 8th grade year when I met Miss Phillips, and
she helped us with our notes when we don't know them. And like, she does, give us tough love and stuff like that.
The reason why I'm appreciative for Miss Phillips is because, as like I said, she's very hardworking and she puts a lot of pressure on us. And in a few days, she'll give us music and we'll know it in the next 2-3 days. Doesn't take much because, Miss Phillips is teaching us. So, yeah.
The reason I'm appreciative of Miss Phillips is because she helps us when it's needed, and she just gives us a lot of attention. And she loves us very much because she pays a lot of attention to what's really needed, and she gives us a lot of attention.
So I also do a lot of honor bands. I get called out to Georgia. I've done about 2 or 3 in Georgia to do different honor bands, be a conductor and clinician. I also applied to be an adjudicator this year for the Alabama Music Educators Association. My bands, since I've been here in Alabama have been superior rated and excellent rated for the last 4 years that I've been here. A large part of my work is helping students to believe in themselves. That's why I love middle school band. I've done all 3 levels. I've done elementary for 7 years. I've done high, but middle is my favorite because I just love to watch their confidence grow as they learn.
Things that we could never imagine. Some of us are with high schools practicing music, different challenges and going to MPA and MPS. You help us with so much. Some of these other schools just don't have the teachers to, be patient with some of these kids. Some of these kids are really not wanting to learn in the school. So I just feel like you help us so much when you help us a lot. Like that's what we got. I feel so welcome to the family. Yes, we just feel so.
I think that I do so well with middle schoolers because I have a very dark sense of humor. I'm a mother figure to them, and I like to have fun. So I have to say this was one of my favorite moments in my career because I was not expecting this. This was my second year after moving to
Joining us
Alabama
live via Zoom is
to be
Patrick
recognized
Nelson
like
and
this
Jamie
by
Phillips,
Montgomery
both from
Public
McKee
Schools.
Middle
It was
in
really
Montgomery.
surprising.
Patrick, you're the principal there, so we'll start with you. Tell us all about this grant and how it came about.
With me, you also get a grant writer. I write a lot of grants, and I seem to always win them most of the time. Most recently, I won one this year for the Lowndes County Public School System. I'm also very active with national organizations such as the National Flute Association. I'm a competition coordinator, and I also do PD for the National Association for Music Education, training new music educators and band directors. I've had my share of concerts over the years as well, and I always become a family member to my band families. Almost become an auntie in those families and help them with those babies. I'm big on instruction and lesson planning. It may not look like the traditional classroom, but I'm big on that. I like for students to learn. With band, I've been doing this for so long, though, that I know it. I know all of everything I'm gonna do in my back pocket. It's just kind of a manner of selecting different literature every year. Also, I've done some work at the high school. I taught high school for a couple of years, high school band. So when I was sent the schedule, I was sure that that's what comes along with it.
A few things I like about playing in band is that they bring people together, they bring people friendship, they open people's, heart up to express themselves. The members of the brass family are French horn. We don't have any right now, but we have trumpets, trombone, baritone, and tuba. All right, thank you.
So one of the big things that contribute to my success and that I teach to beginning music educators is make music with your students. You will see me in there pretty much playing every instrument there is. I really believe in that. I've learned how to play all of them. Of course, we had to do that in college because, again, I was a music education major. I did graduate with a certification in music, in instrumental music P through 12. But making music with the kids, I find, is what makes them better. And so I really, really focus on that to have them to give me the sounds that I want. I play very challenging literature with my groups. Of course, looking at what we'll be starting from, and then I like to build on it. I use my festival scores as data. Also, in the past, I've taken my 6th grade band to music performance assessment as well. So I'll take 2 groups, and the purpose of that is for those 6th graders to just experience being on stage at music performance evaluation, feel a little bit of that heat. But I usually take them comments only, but it makes them more prepared the next year when they're going for ratings. So this is apparently an impression of me. That's the best form of flattery. However, but my students know I don't play with them, and I only accept the best and excellence. But we do have a lot of fun. That's one thing we do because I like to build community down in the band room. That helps the music to be what it is. So I'm also a professional flutist. I play in the Montgomery Symphony Orchestra. I did audition and win the seat. And that is one of the main reasons that I have stayed here in Montgomery, in the Montgomery area since I moved here 4 or 5 years ago. I just love the art scene, and I have connected with so many people. I do work with Clef Works. People call me out. I'm music direct up at Shakespeare Festival for the different plays and performances, and I play in the pit from time to time. So I'm very, very active in the performing arts scene here in Montgomery. So I'm one of those educators that I don't just exist in my building. I'm involved in national organizations. I'm involved in my sorority, Zeta Phi Beta. I was a national officer for Sigma Alpha Iota Music sorority for 10 years. And remain very active member. So I'm outside of just doing what I do in the classroom. This year, the school year past, I took a role. I was encouraged to take a role in the career tech sector where I can still be creative with a program called JAG. And I did very well. I ended up having 6 national champions. I was able to actually do PD at 2 national sessions about including fine arts in workforce development. And that's something I'm still researching. It was a little bit of a detour. It's JAG is a state program, and the role. I'm the only person in the district that does it. To me, I felt like it was a little bit of a promotion because one of my ultimate goals is to be a coordinator or a director of fine arts for a school district or instrumental music. And so I was thinking to stick my toe out there and do something different. And I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I was able to help students find their voice, work on their presentation skills. I was able to take kids. This is my first year doing this. I had 25 kids placed at district, 20 at state. And we brought back 7 national champions back to MPS. And it was all well and good, but I do miss teaching music. I did enjoy it, but I would say it may have been a little bit too corporate for me and my personality and my creativity. As well as I just really miss the outcomes and different things with band. And I think a lot of people got upset with me this past school year because I had came to Montgomery and did some great things for the kids. But I left music and went to do this thing. And I don't think it was very well received. But, I don't do things for other people. I do things for me. But, you just stick your toe in the water sometimes and you enjoy it. And I did because it's across the district, a district-wide instructional specialist position. And, it's just something I want to dip my toe in. But I'm ready to go back to what I do with my eyes closed. And I will say through JAG, I did pick up, some more additional skills of being a district wide specialist. But it felt so similar to band to me because it's the exact same thing. You're just helping kids believe in themselves and show them that they can do it, that they can be competitive. So it was very similar to band with me. And I'm like, if it's the same thing, why don't I just teach band? So yeah, just teach band, and why not? You know, um, this position was a little bit of a pay increase, but it wasn't the reason that I took it. Also, it's like it's a creative thing, but it's almost like when you're in CTE exclusively because it's under the CTE umbrella. I want to say creativity is needed. It wins competitions, but it's not really welcomed in the CTE space. And I'll leave it at that. So I'm just thankful to have had this school year to be able to do it. And I can say that I did a really great job at it. And I had an impact on kids' lives all over Montgomery Public Schools. And it does anything, nothing but bring tears to my eyes to help students. I'm just ready to put instruments back in their hand. I became the weather. So, who is Phillips? Well, Phillips is the type that comes in the building, will be early pretty much every day, and we'll definitely leave late to rehearse or whatever I got to do. But Phillips is gonna work really, really hard. Phillips is loud, but she can also be very quiet because I'm focusing on the work, not because I don't want to socialize with everybody, but I'm just thinking of the next thing. Phillips is going to elevate everything around her. She's going to see how she can add to what is already going on and pull her piece of the puzzle to put the school on the best trajectory, get all the attention that we need to get, positivity, because what I want the world to know, and I do this through my social media pages and everywhere I go present or do PD or anything, I want them to know that children can learn. Our children can learn, and I'm big on cultural relevancy. So all children can learn. So what I love about the Millbrook population is that it's diverse, and that we have an opportunity to show what we all can do, and take that to the state, and take that to AMEA, and take that to solo and ensemble, take that to all state, and those different things. One of the things that made, I guess, my time here magical in Alabama, why I choose to stay besides the symphony, uh, I was able to come here to a regular school, McKee Middle. It's not a magnet. And I was able to go over there and outperform the magnets. So if you look at my festival scores from the years that I was at McKee, we outperformed Baldwin. We outperformed BTW. So I take great joy in that. Lastly, I have been looking at this gig for a couple of years now. I know last year Wesley told me about. I think I saw him at solo and ensemble right before I left McKee and took the JAG position. He told me about it, and I knew it would be for me. And so I just feel like God has done this and opened it back up just for me to come on in this year, and I would be just so happy if you'll have me, and because I'm looking for somewhere to retire out of at this point in my career. And I hear Elmore County is it. So thank you for watching, and thank you for having me in today.